Alright, so to continue in the square body build series, and if you haven't caught these videos, it's the evolution of this square body that I picked up for really cheap, and where it was to where it is today are really two separate. It doesn't even look like the same truck, especially now that it's painted. But anyways, to pick up where we left off on the last video, phase one of this build is rapidly coming to a close, and I'm really excited about that because that means I'm going to be on the road. In phase one of this build was never to completely restore this truck or do anything like that. Phase one, the goal has always been, let's get it one color, let's get it safe, let's get it reliable, and let's get it back on the road. And with those goals in mind, I pretty much checked off the boxes on almost all of those things, with the exception of just the reassembly of all the stuff I've taken off of it and all the parts I've replaced. So phase one items, again, are kind of critical to getting the truck on the road. There's probably going to be a couple things I'm going to do that, aren't mission critical to getting the truck on the road, but simple enough to do and just to get them done. So I've got a lot of parts for this thing, and I've got some that I'm going to put on now on the interior that probably aren't necessary, but for the most part, this is really only stuff that's going to keep me from, legally driving down the road with this thing. So the truck's up in the garage, and I just saw my own shirt here in the video, but that's primer from when I primed the truck. And I don't know if you guys are anything like me, but whenever I get stains like that on a truck, stains like that on a shirt, it now becomes my favorite shirt, much to my wife's dismay. So I wear this shirt all the time, and everyone's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Hey, that's primer from when I painted my truck, and I did it myself, so I'm kind of proud of it." So again, this is my new favorite shirt. But anyways, I'm down here in the basement, truck's up in the garage, so let's go up there and I'll kind of take you on a kind of a preview, walk around of the truck, and let's see what we got left, and let's see how much we can get done. All right, so there she is, and from the last time you guys saw her in the last video, I did put the fenders on. They're not aligned yet, they're just loosely on there, and I did get the inner fenders put in. Nothing is secure, nothing is aligned yet, so we still have to align the fenders and then put the hood on and get the hood aligned. So that's pretty critical to getting this thing back on the road. Obviously, I have no headlights, no grill. I've got to get all that stuff put in there. The blinker lights on the 84s are in the grill as well. I have all those parts. I just have to get to it, and I can't do that until we get to the till we align the fenders and the hood. So that's coming soon. It never fails that every time I try to film, particularly in my garage, that you get my neighbor across the street, his backpack blower sounds like a stock car. You can probably hear it in the background. But anyways, you got a front bumper there that's just held on with one bolt right now. So once I get the grill on, align the fenders and hood, I can align that bumper and then get that thing bolted in for the final time. Side marker lights, obviously all the lights are out of the truck. Door locks, I don't want any open holes like that because the truck is going to sit outside, and I will put the Jeep back in here. And drip rails, I want to put those in because those help channel water away from this gap right here. In the back of the truck are parts, and I got my side mirrors in here. You can see my headlights down there. Lots of nuts and bolts, U-bolts, U-nuts, whatever you call them, and just a whole box full of parts to help me put that front end together. More parts. There's parts everywhere. If you guys have ever done one of these garage builds, you know that parts just end up, you just put things everywhere and you end up losing stuff and having to find it. You know it's in the garage, but you just don't know where it is. Kind of hard to get to the back of the truck, but there's no rear bumper and no tail lights. Those are the main things I've got to get on there. This is the, you can see the bezel, you can see the grill with the Line-X, my shifter. All these things, in my opinion, have to go on before I can be on the road with the truck. So in this box here is my dash pad. To me, that is not mission critical to get on the road, but I do have a new dash pad there. And in the box back there, those are my new door panels. I'm not going to put those on yet because I have a lot of work to do still on the doors, really the internal doors. And then down here we've got a new rear differential cover and 456 gears that we are going to put in. This thing does have a 700 R4, and factory, I think 308 gears and 35-inch tires. So we want to change the rear, at least the rear differential for now, and put that 456 in there. All right, on the inside of the truck, I think the main thing in here is just to kind of get that wiring all squared away and get the steering wheel on. I've got that kind of taken apart because there were some broken parts in there and I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I'm working on that. The seat's in. I've got to get the seat belts pulled through and I've got to get the seat bolted down all the way. I did put these sills on yesterday. I think they look really good. This is new carpet. It's just a little bit dirty, but it'll vacuum up and look really good. I do have to, and I know it's getting hard to see, so I do have to trim some of that excess carpet from up there, and then trim around my shifter housing and put that in. So I am going to do that and hide the wiring and then put the steering wheel on and figure that out prior to getting back on the road. And I did install new weather stripping yesterday around the cab, and it actually went in really well. It's a very high quality product. I got it from LMC Truck. It's where I've gotten most of my parts, and actually Brothers Trucks has a really good YouTube video on how to put this seal in. It's really pretty easy. It just kind of presses in, and both sides went in pretty easy. And let me tell you, it is a tight, when you shut your door now, it does not want to close all the way. You see what I mean there? You really got to put some effort into it to shut it. Really, that's what you want to see because you want a good tight seal. So I do have new gaskets for this, but that can wait. I'm going to take this entire vent window out, paint all this stuff, make it look a lot better. I did paint that already, but this gasket's pretty much had it, and this thing looks terrible. I've also got new window channels coming in because these are, you can see they're just falling apart, and that's not going to do anything. But that to me can wait as well. Those are things that I'll do probably after I get back on the road. All right, a lot of this is pretty basic stuff, so I'm not really going to film it. I'll just kind of update you on my progress as I go. And this is, I know it doesn't look like it, but that is a brand new windshield. It's just gotten dirty from where we were sanding the truck down and painting. All that will clean up and it'll look really good. All right, so I'm going to get busy and I'm going to see how far I can get. All right, so as you just saw, Matt's over here, and we got the hood on, and we're getting everything starting to get everything lined up. So at least we got it up, and I'm going to start tweaking it now. And you guys should know something about Matt. He doesn't work for free, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. All right, so I've got a Weber kettle grill, best grill ever made. Some hickory chunks in there. And some burgers. And so we're about to grill some burgers. And got to feed Matt or he won't work. And he needs beer too. So two things when he comes over and helps me. But it's all good. These are going to be really good. All right, that is some good smoke coming out of there. Just under 400 degrees, perfect temperature. And man, these burgers are going to be great. All right, so there they are. We're done. Got some onions and bacon. There's Kelly. Say hi, Kelly.
Hello. Don't do that.
Ready to eat. Let's eat. All right, so fast forward about a week, and Jake's hanging out with me. Let me show you my progress. So as you saw in the video, obviously we got the hood and the fenders on. We got all that lined up. I've got headlights, grill trim. Bumper is loosely mounted. I'm not going to mount that permanently until I get the grill in and adjust, you know, all this stuff here. Side marker lights are in. Mirrors are on. These mirrors are from LMC Truck, and you know, they're kind of a semi-gloss, and the truck's flat black. I didn't know how that would look, but I think it looks really good because they kind of, I know the wheels are dirty, but they match the wheels. So from the side, it looks really, really good. And drip rails are on. Like I said, I have this seal, but I haven't done anything with it yet. In the back, I've got, let's see if I can get back here, can see the tail lights there, the rear bumper's on, license plate's on, license plate lights are in, and all lights, turn signals, and everything are functional and working, which is amazing. So I did have to do some wiring. These are kind of, this is like one piece now. It's like fused together. I could not get these bulbs out, so I just bought new ones, and that's what the new one looks like. And I've got them connected and then just wrapped with black electrical tape. So I did have to do a little bit of work on those blinkers, not too bad. Side marker light there on this side, obviously. Mirror. And there is the grill ready to go in. I've just got to button up a little bit more of that front end, the wiring and stuff. But the grill's ready to go. And once the grill is on, then those, I can put the bezels over the headlights. And then all that back there is my window channel felt, molding, whatever you call it. But it goes in this groove right here. And obviously I've taken the old stuff out, but I have not put that in. That's should go fairly quickly. A little bit dark in here, but I did want to show you all this steering wheel. And this was a brand that I had actually never even heard of. Forever Sharp. And a little bit more pricey than I originally bought a Grant steering wheel for this thing, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it looked, and I wanted something a little bit more custom, and this really looks great, and I'm impressed. Like I said, a little bit more pricey, and you got to buy an adapter, and then you have to buy the kit here. But really nice looking steering wheel. But as far as interior goes, I've still got to do some cleanup work in here. I haven't really done much in here. I've been working outside of the truck, so this is pretty much the same. Got to get my interior light figured out, all that. And then back here, I've got to get the exterior, I guess it's like a bed light or a cargo light. I've got to get that mounted. But and obviously dash pad, door panels, but that's really not mission critical to getting this thing on the road, but I can drive with it like with no door panels and no dash pad without a problem at all. I just want to get this thing on the road. I'm getting really close. I'm getting really excited. All right, so I feel like I'm making pretty good progress. I'm trying to do as much as I can, a little bit each day, you know, when time permits. And it's not going to be long, and I'm going to be driving around. And this thing's I'm going to clean it up, wash it, and it's going to look great. Once I'm confident that it's running well, I will go get this bed sprayed with Line-X, and once I've got my door panels and my vent windows all cleaned up, I'll get my windows tinted and put the dash pad on, the door panels on, and this truck's going to look fantastic. All right, so I'm going to stop the video here. Let me know what you guys think. And the next time you see this thing, hopefully she'll be on the road.